Hello and welcome back to another Python 3 recipe. In today's video we're going to discuss read-only dictionaries. And for that the problem statement is, let's say we are working in a bank and we have a huge dictionary mapping client names to their balance, and we want to expose this dictionary to external functions but in read-only mode. For example, such a function could be a function meant to send reminders to clients who have a balance lower than a certain threshold. But this function could be, if we expose this function and give write access to this client balance, we are at risk of malicious code like this one here, which is actually for this particular user sending the reminder indeed, but actually increasing his balance by 10,000 each time. So how the problem statement here is, how do we accomplish such use case given that this client's balance is consuming huge memory? How do we expose this information without compromising both memory efficiency and the security? Well, in order to do that in Python, we have to use the mapping proxy type, which is how to create read-only dictionary. But first, let's do the two bad ways, one compromising security and the other compromising the memory efficiency. So we have our client balance here. So normally, given the threshold here, which is the default one, which is 0, every customer with a balance lower than 0 or equal should have a reminder sent to him, namely Junior and Will. So at the beginning, this is how our balance looks like. Then we call the send reminder function. Well, a reminder is sent to Junior, a reminder is sent to Will, but at the end, what happened? At the end, now Junior's balance is now 950 because of the malicious code, because we compromise the security. Then again, when we send client balance, when we send a reminder next time, let's say now Emmy has a client a balance of -10, a reminder will be sent to Emmy, a reminder will be sent to Will, but the reminder won't be sent to Junior because now his balance is okay, given that the previous time we called the function, the malicious code increased his balance by 10,000 units. So we see we have compromised the security because the client's balance was not read-only accessible. It was also possible to write in it. Let's see the second way, which is still bad because we are compromising the memory efficiency. Remember, this is huge. This is a huge dictionary which is taking huge amount of memory. Well, if you don't want to compromise security but instead compromise memory efficiency, one way to do this will be to copy the client's balance. So to expose a copy instead of the original one. So now you are consuming twice the memory, the one for this and twice for this. Well, you send the reminder with the copy. You're not exposing the real data, you're exposing a copy. So when we send the reminders, Junior gets a reminder, Will gets a reminder, and then when we do again for Amy, when Amy's balance decreases till -10, when we call the send reminder function the second time, we send a reminder to Junior. Remember, we exposed just the copy the previous time, so every time we want to do the operation we have to do the copy of the original. So here you see, before we have to do a copy again because we are not sure that the previous one wasn't corrupted by the user, by the external function. So we have to do the copy of the trusted version first before sending again, which is why we have a reminder sent to Junior again. And you can see here it works, but memory-wise is not efficient at all. Then what is the good way? The good way is to use mapping proxy type. What mapping proxy type is nothing else than just a wrapper around your normal dictionary, removing all the write operations but just exposing the read operation. So it's exactly as this one, but with all the write operations removed. So you can no more try to edit this dictionary once we have got the read-only one. But the difference between this and doing a copy like we are doing here is that under the cover, this is pointing to the same memory, to the same data in the memory. So we are just removing some functions to the object. We are not actually creating new objects in memory. So memory vice is consuming the same amount of memory, but we are just removing all the functions that are write functions. And that's why when we call the send reminder function, we get this exception because of the malicious code trying to edit the list, the dictionary. So you see here, when we call the send reminder, which has the malicious code, we get mapping proxy object does not support item assignment. So we see that it's actually both memory and security effective, which is the right way to do it. So this is the snippet about read-only dictionary. Think about it when you want to have a dictionary which doesn't consume, which you want a copy of a dictionary with read-only access without having to copy the dictionary. So that's the end of this recipe. Hopefully you learned something new. If the case, please give it a thumbs up. Also feel free to ask any question in the comment section. I will do my best to answer those. As always, you can find the notebook, the link for this notebook in the description below, and be sure to subscribe for future videos. Thanks for watching.